Team, how are you doing? Welcome to Monday Live. A little bit later than normal, but I had one of my VIPs had to move around sessions, so I said, "I'll do your session." Do that sometimes for my VIPs. I'm like, it's okay. I know it's not the norm. We'll do a later session. Some people think they look gangster in these big, like, comfy hoodies. I think I look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow. Other people think they look like gangster. I'm like, no, not with my little head. Beetlejuice has got to be. That's what I look like. But yeah, I've actually got two hoodies on. It's so frigging cold. Like, I am like, this is not even funny. It is July and I'm walking around with two hoodies on. I'm refusing to put the heating on because I'm like, it's frigging July. The sun has now come out. I'm like, really? You're teasing me. You are winding me up. But yeah, I really like to moan about the weather, right? But I mean, really, it's July. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you are joining me. Say hello. Let me know how your day's been going. Mine has been a super busy one, I say all positive, 99.9% positive. I have been getting some of the males in here coming in commenting on my weight and telling me I need to lose weight. Hello, did I ask for your opinion? Do I give a shit what you think? No. And I do think it's at such a sign of society, this whole, like, we know women, we don't feel safe, right, ladies? We don't feel safe out and about. We don't get equal opportunities, and that's the truth of it. We're still fighting constantly, and I think social media just amplifies that, because if I'm going to get shit comment, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be from guys. Yep, guys. And I feel sorry for other guys, because obviously they are not the representation of the whole male population, but they do tend to think they've got some bigger balls when they're online. But I do, I'm like going back to them going, you actually think I give a shit about your opinion? Do one. But yeah, so I don't mind that too much. But yeah, it's just a bit of a sad reflection on the society that we live in, that males always come and comment negatively on female posts and think they can tell us what we should wear, what we should look like. So yeah, it's a bit of a sad state of affairs, but hopefully that guy will get issues, and hopefully he's got no female in his life who deals with his shit, puts up with that crap. But yeah, so dealt with that one. But yeah, in general, been a good one. But anyway, let's talk about positivity. Now, clients who come to me because they want to lose weight for themselves, not for anyone else. Because if you're doing it for anyone else, it's not going to happen. You need to be doing it for yourself, because the only person who's going to be happy with their body and happy with the results, or whatever it is they're looking to do, whether it be tone the body, get healthier, lose weight, lose a belly, whatever it may be, it's got to be for yourself, because otherwise you just won't be able to sustain it. And also, underlying reasons that you're not happy will come out. So it might not just be about weight, it could be you're not happy in a relationship, you're stressed, whatever it may be. So it's really got to be about you doing it for you. Otherwise, you'll not get sustainable long-term results. So let's talk about Marion, who lost 21 pounds. Exactly for that, doing it for herself. She's someone who had been doing fad diets her entire life. Cabbage soup diet, Weight Watchers, you name it. She'd done all the diets. And then fitness-wise, she'd been on and off, sometimes doing steps, sometimes doing tennis, sometimes doing golf, but never really sticking to anything. And very self-conscious in terms of what other people thought of how she looked too. And was it the largest she'd ever been, and was it a bit of a loss of what to do, and then was kind of like self-comforting with crisps, snacks, and wine. We've all been there. You might be there yourself at the moment. So all kind of very common challenges that we can have as females when we lose our weight and we feel a bit lost and not what to do with our weight. So in terms of the actual weight loss, what did we go about doing? Well, first up, whenever we're a client, I find out what are they eating on a daily basis? What does that look like? Give me an idea. And I would say probably about 8 out of 10 of my clients are not eating enough food. They're not eating enough food. So we need to increase portion size. And that's what we've done with Marion. We basically gradually increase our portion size. Because what I always say is it's not about stuffing yourself and feeling like you're force feeding yourself. It's about gradually increasing your portion size. And that often comes around breakfast, around lunch, dinner, not so much. You guys tend to be okay on the dinner side. You see that as a bigger meal. But in terms of breakfast and lunch, increasing that, it tends to be a bit more of a challenge. So we look at getting full meals in there. And I remember Marion said to me, if I put on weight because you're making me eat all this food, you're going to be dead. Still here, team. It's okay. I'm not dead. And she's lost 21 pounds. Not a told you so thing, but it is a thing about people trusting in the process. And I do appreciate that when people come work with me, that's what they're doing. They're trusting me to guide them, to help them, to coach them. And I always go on with, I'm giving you long-term results, no fad diets, no potions, no lotions, no need for going out and buying specific things. It's about being able to go to any supermarket and buy whole foods and enjoying the food that you're having. So we basically gradually increased her portion size of eggs, chicken, fish, veg, and that really kicked her metabolism into fat burning mode. And it also stopped her craving the crisps, the biscuits. Because if you're craving these things or you just snack on them, it's because you're hungry. But then what happens is because you're having these things, then you're not hungry before your meals. So you come to have lunch and you're not that hungry. You come to have dinner and you're not that hungry. But here, lo and behold, afterwards, maybe an hour or so after, hour and a half, you're a bit peckish and you're having the biscuits and you're having the crisps, which all kind of add to the challenge that you're trying to solve around your weight. And then with Marion as well, it's about the consistency in eating high quality foods. So I'm a big believer in the plans I create for my clients are bespoke to them. And what I mean by that is you've got to enjoy your food, as I just mentioned, but it's also got to fit with your lifestyle. So consistency was about when you're at home eating the meals that are given to her. So she was having the meals, she was enjoying them. Her quote was the food was to die for. So it wasn't a chore for her to have the food. But obviously when she's not at home, she could be out at social events. This was over the space of a year. So she'd had, festive I can't say it, festive time, Christmas, New Year. She had birthdays. She was away for a fortnight in October. She was away for 3 weeks touring around Vietnam. So she'd been away on various holidays, social events, and obviously going out at the weekend. And she still likes to have a wine or two or more at the weekend. And that's cool. That's her choice. And I'm like, that's her lifestyle. And that's why I tailor my meal plans to clients' lifestyles. And it's having that conversation with Marion going, cool, if you want to do that, that's fine. But it's going to take you longer to get the weight loss because you are having the alcohol, the crisps at the weekend. But it's obviously going to have, one or two, maybe a bit more, but try not to have the snacks in, because if the snacks are in and you're drinking, then you're going to be more tempted to eat more of them because they're there. And also then not punishing her body because she's having alcohol, not going, all right, we're going to take away food calories to account for the alcohol calories. It's like, no, we're not punishing your body. It just means it's going to take longer to get the weight loss results you want. There'll be weeks where it can be a bit stagnant, where you'll put it on after having the alcohol, but then it'll take time to come off again. And that's exactly what we've seen. And I think it's also really powerful for not just Marion, but other people to then realize the impact alcohol has not just in their weight, but also in their energy and their food cravings. But by getting her back on a Sunday onto a meal plan, having full nutritious food, that helps her recover quicker, opposed to some of those comfort foods you might crave when your energy is low. So basically, number one was increasing her portion size. Number two, just mentioned consistency in eating high quality foods. And that's basically about fitting it around your lifestyle too. And then the third one was no workouts. Yes, you heard that right. No extra workouts. So as I said, for Marion, she wasn't really a workout person. Much of her movement comes from doing housework, gardening, going out for the occasional walk with her husband. But in general, she's not someone to go to fitness class. She tried Pilates a while ago, but never really, it kept stopping and starting. So it never really became anything. So with her, we didn't actually change any of her movement, if you like. We did have a conversation about the fact that she's going on a holiday, which was quite a touring holiday, so quite a lot of walking, and where she felt she was in terms of fitness to make sure she can really enjoy her holiday. So she does on a treadmill. So she did upper steps on the treadmill before she went away, just for endurance training in terms of just getting her heart rate up a little bit, getting used to walking up hills because she lives in a bungalow, so everything's flat. So just walking on different terrain to use the ankle strength, the calves, and so forth. So we did have a discussion about that, but that was purely in preparation for her holiday. But other than that, we didn't add in any cardio, we didn't add in any weights. Now, would I personally prefer her to? Obviously, yes, for long-term health, but I'm not here to push my agenda, if you like, onto clients. So yes, I am on a mission to help women be healthier, stronger, fitter, live longer, and in a place of being able to do what they want to do. But I'm not going to put that on other people. So if they're not on board with that, I know I could help Marion with the weight loss, and that was going to improve her health. And that's exactly what we've done. So yep, she didn't kill herself with cardio. She didn't do any extra activity. She just kept with what she was doing on a day-to-day basis, increasing the steps before she went away on holiday. But apart from that, everything else movement-wise stayed the same. And I think what's really powerful around that is it shows you that you can be an older woman, not have to kill yourself with fitness, and you can lose weight. Now, obviously, there's things with Marion which you might want to work on, because obviously with weight loss, it changes your shape again. So she's lost a lot of her belly. She can now do her coat back up. She can bend down and get her boots zipped up. So there's loads of benefits that she's noticed, not just in terms of losing the belly, but things she can do day to day. That was a struggle. You know what it's like, ladies, trying to get your coat on, zipping it up, put your boots, being able to get things on has become so much easier. Painting our toenails, things that we take for granted, and they gradually disappear as we put the weight on, and we just kind of find an alternative way to work around it. But it just shows you, when we gain weight, it's not just our confidence and how we feel about ourselves, but it can affect how we move day to day, and the functionality of what we can and cannot do on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, that was the 3 things. We didn't, like I say, increase our training any, and I think that's powerful because it shows you don't need to kill yourself with workouts, because the truth is you can't out-train a bad diet. We've all heard that saying, and it's very true. So when we do get someone like Marion, who's not really wanting to do any changes in terms of her amount of movement, the stuff she's doing, I do think it's powerful to show that with a woman who's in menopause, been in menopause for many years now, you can still do something about the weight gain. You can still lose weight when you follow a meal plan that's bespoke to you. It can be done. You can enjoy food, you can have a life, you can live the life you want to do and still lose weight and be healthier and ultimately happier and more confident. Like when she went on that 3-week holiday, she didn't have to buy any clothes because she could fit back into all the clothes that have been in her wardrobe. She hardly needed to buy anything at all. It's just a few things she wanted to update in her wardrobe, but she could fit back into all these clothes she hadn't worn for years and years. And that's a good feeling, right? So super proud of her for all she's achieved. And we're now in the stage of trying to wean her off the meal plan. So Marion has been someone who's been working with me, as I say, for a year, but she's someone who likes to be told what to have, so it takes away a decision. She hates supermarket shopping, so we're kind of at that point now where we're trying to wean her off the meal plan, so she knows what visually a meal looks like for her. She knows the energy it gives her. She knows how full she feels, how satisfied, and when she's craving the crisps or the snacks or those things come back in, she knows it's because she's not had enough protein or she's not had full enough meals. So it's really about that coaching and that learning. But throughout, we're realistic about doing this at a healthy way to keep it off for long term, and that's where we're at. All right, team. So that is the 3 ways in which Marion lost 21 pounds over the year, from not increasing her workouts to consistency and eating high quality and increasing her portion size. And like I say, that's how I work with clients. I basically work around their lifestyle to deliver the results. And if they follow the plan and we work together to overcome any obstacles, challenges, struggles, because there always will be, there'll be mindset within that, obviously, then you can get the results. So there is hope out there for everybody. It can be done. So if you feel like, oh, I've got a feel of failure, I don't want to reach out to Julia, I've done this and it didn't work, I've done that, please know that there is a way to do it, and there's a way to do it that works for you. You've just not tried that yet. All right, team. Thank you, Lisa, for joining. Thank you, Claude, for joining. Back tomorrow with another live. But anything you want to see more of on my content, or if you want to reach out with some help around nutrition training, then you know where I am. And I'll see you guys later. Appreciate you all.